Oh, wow. That was a trip. For the past 23 minutes, I've been trying to get Zoom, but I had to like reinstall it. And then once I reinstalled, or I was trying to reinstall it and it wouldn't reinstall. So I restarted my computer and then I was still getting error codes. And then I was Googling what the error code meant. So I uninstalled Zoom and I reinstalled Zoom. I tried to do it on my laptop. It wasn't going to happen on my laptop because the quality was really bad. And the quality is really important to me. I want you guys to have really great quality. I want you to be able to hear me amazingly, like with this mic. I want you to be able to see me amazingly with like, good lighting. So here we are. We are here to record the podcast for this week. It is August 7th today. It comes out on Thursday. It is Monday morning. I'm really excited to just so that, all of you behind the scenes right now, before we actually get going, my daughter's first day of school was last Thursday. So this is great. This is like a Monday that I get uninterrupted. I'm so excited to work and just like flow, right? So anyways, this podcast episode is also going to be really amazing. And I can't wait to say it to you. I have so much to say and hopefully I'll stay on the notes. So without further ado, thank you for watching, YouTube world. Say hi below. Let me know that you actually see this. And we're going to get started. Welcome to another episode of Bella in Your Business. My name is Bella Vasta, and today we are going to stay on the artificial intelligence train. Oh, but before you get a little too scared, let me caution you here. I'm going to give you actually real life examples of what some of your pet sitting and dog walking fellow colleagues are actually doing right now. If you might have remembered from our past episodes, we had in episode 346, Kelly Noble Marabella, and in episode 347, we had Dustin Stout, all talking about how to use AI in your business, how to teach AI to be your business coach, to learn your voice, and all the different ways that you can manipulate it. And so if you haven't listened to those, you might want to go back. It kind of tactically starts to get your mind wrapped around how to do this. And I want to say, guys, like the world is not being overtaken by robots. All right. It's not going to. Robots are not going to be walking dogs. Okay. But what is going to happen is that you are going to start to realize that you could save hundreds of dollars, like we showed, and I'll tell you a little bit later in the episode. Some of our mastermind members, we figured out how to leverage AI to help solve or save hundreds of dollars. So it's a hot topic. It's not going anywhere. And I want you guys to remember back. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time back in, I think it was the early 90s, that Katie Couric, when she kind of just started out, she's sitting on the Today Show couch and they were talking about email and the internet. And there was a big event that had happened in a catastrophe that had happened in California. And they were saying, I don't know, I think they used the internet or Google. Or I don't even think they actually had Google back then. It was internet. And then they were talking about that @ symbol. And they were basically talking about like an email, like what an email is, name@name.com. And they were like, is that they were trying to figure out what that symbol even was. All right. And we're kind of at that stage right now where if you understand the concept now, it's only going to get better. And in just 1 week, I have seen things get better. Like the training that we did, while the basic principles still apply, the output from the AI has gotten so much better. And you guys, I'm going to explain to you how you can use this stuff in your business so that you can actually understand why it's worth taking a step back and really listening and trying to learn about all of this. Now, at that same thing, I want to be warning you of all of these like TikToks or reels you might see where people are like, save this prompt. That's all fine and dandy. And there is a lot of validity to that. But when it comes to your business, you really need to understand that whatever you input is going to be what you get back out. Okay. I've also heard people say things like, oh, well, I can't use AI because Google or Bing knows when I'm using AI. So I can't write blogs because then it's not going to help me on the SEO. And that is false. That is something that's like a rumor that kind of started when all this stuff started. And it's actually not true. Literally from Google, It's not true. And so I want you guys to stay close. If you are a jumper, if you are someone who is constantly looking to work smarter, not harder, who is looking to streamline things, looking to lessen the friction of your company, and help empower your staff on things as well. This is going to help you. It can help you with just about everything and anything. You are already using AI. Anytime you ask SIRI anything or ALEXA anything. I don't want to set off any of your machines, or GOOGLE. And if your kids are like my kids, or my kid, I mean, she's got the ALEXAs talking to each other and dropping in and sending notifications. It's the way of the world, like it's way of the future, like it's going to be happening, but we're already using that stuff. Okay. We're using it on Google. We're using this like Grammarly. That's like one of the most basic uses for it. A lot of like the chat situation like really started coming up 2019 or so. I remember sitting at Social Media Marketing World with Pam Curry after the keynote, and they were talking about chatbots and how chatbots help. Like, chatbots in your own business, when you say, hey, say DM below and I'll drop you the link or something. That's all a chatbot, which is also artificial intelligence. So it comes in many different forms, and you're already using it in many different ways. So to say that like you don't want to start using it is automatically like you got to like switch that mindset, because you already are using it. It's just a matter of understanding it well enough to understand the concept, the high level strategy concept, which is what I hope that I'm able to get across to you, so that you can leverage it in your business, in your internal operations. What if you were paying an office manager right now 20 hours a week, when really you could be paying her 10 hours a week, because your systems are streamlined so much, or you're leveraging the power of AI, that they're not spending as much time on that. What does that do for you? Well, now you're not spending 20 hours, you're spending 10 hours. So what do you get to do with that extra 10 hours that you would have been spending? You get to save it in your pocket. I'm going to show you an example of that in just a little bit. It's so fun. So other things like, I want you to think about like, how can AI be leveraged in your company? Well, you can have them help you write emails, those tough emails when you're like, I'm really not sure what to say. One of my favorite ones is, I believe it's called politepost.net. And you can basically put in there, like, like however you want to say it, it's like the FUMFer, like you are a piece of crap. Like, I don't like you. And you're like, you could just go off on it and it will rewrite it in the most professional business tone. I think that one's hilarious. So there's so many different modalities that you can do this, but like writing emails, or just, your standard, hey, we don't want your cancellation policy. We want to get out of your cancellation policy. Well, what do you say? Well, up until recently, you've had to sit there and try to figure out what to say and make a template for it, and then add it to Google Labs or your SOP, and then give it to your office manager, or put it in a Google Doc where you remember to go cut, copy, paste it later on. No more. You don't have to do that anymore. You can have AI create these templates for you, which will help empower your staff or yourself in the future. Captions, strategies, customer service, website. What do you say on your website? How many of you guys have used Erica with Marketing Blog? A lot of you have, because I talk about her all the time. She's amazing. Okay. But any kind of website copy, you have to create the copy. You have to be in control of it. You can't give it over to someone else to write your website copy. That's like wearing someone else's underwear. I can see when that happens too, because I can go to your website and I can literally copy and paste what you put on your website, and I can put it on one of my other clients' websites. That's how generic it is. But now, if you do it properly with artificial intelligence, using a number of different things you can use, I'm not just talking ChatGPT, which is like the basic of the basic. You can all of a sudden make your website come alive. You can do it in the tone of a comedian and it's hilarious, or you could do it in the tone of a pet parent, or you could do it. There's so many different ways that you can manipulate this, but website copy is something that it's very easy to update and it's very easy to leverage. And what if your words made people fall in love with you when they come to your website? That is huge. people are going to your website and it's pretty much looking probably the same as everyone else in your area, saying the same thing as everyone else in your area. I would say 3 out of 4 companies are charging dollar for time. So that's also the same. So the only thing they have to really compare is, oh, this one is $25 for 30 minutes and this one's $30 for 25 minutes. And they're like, well, I'll just go with the cheapest because the words aren't really making much of a difference. But what if AI was able to help you make that difference? Super exciting. Other things that we talk a lot and develop a lot in my jump community is 100 days. 100 days for clients, 100 days for employees. This is basically like a love nurture campaign. It's built off of Joey Coleman's premise, who was also on the podcast, that talks about things like people have buyer remorse or job remorse after they like accept the position or they like give you money and they know that, you know, you're on. They're like, okay, well, I was really excited to make this purchase, but now is it really happening? Right. And the buyer and the new employee, they go on this cycle of like, yay, oh, I don't know, yay, oh, I don't know. And what these 100 days things that this philosophy and these outlines that we teach and we do with a lot of our community, AI is able to help leverage that. It's able to help give you ideas, which is like, so many of us are lacking creativity because we're burned out, overwhelmed, and overworked. Okay. And so you might even be a creative person, but you have no more creativity in your bone because you're just stretched so thin. This is where AI can come in if you ask it the right things, and it can help you figure out creatively things that are going to make a really big impact. And it's wild. Okay. And so they also, what type of AI matters? So there's like video AI that can take some of your videos. Like if you guys do stories, there's no reason why you can't be turning those stories into reels automatically. It's so easy. It makes it so easy with AI. In fact, they will go out and grab your stuff when you post it and they'll automatically make it into stories. But are you leveraging it? Okay, transcripts. Maybe you have something and maybe you do a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live and you're talking about the 3 ways to walk a dog. I don't know. And you can have it grab all the transcript for it. And then you can take that transcript and you can tell it to take the transcript and write a 1,500 word blog from it. And it will do it. Guys, it is amazing the domino effect if you understand the high level strategy. And so if you guys are on YouTube right now, I am all Italian right now. My hands are flying everywhere. I am getting so excited right now. I mean, it's just you and me talking, right? Like, give me your feedback. Let me know if this is exciting you, if it's confusing you. Where am I with this? But I want you guys to truly understand how great AI can be in your business and how it can leverage. Now, let me kind of get into some examples because I promised you that. So first, Kelly came in and taught us about how to have AI act as a coach for us. So she gave us this whole entire script on how to get it to ask us the right questions so that it could get to know us. Okay. And that's all fine and dandy on ChatGPT, but on ChatGPT, you can't save things in folders, at least as of right now, August 7th, 2023. You can't save personas like, okay, now act as a comedian or whatever. That is, ChatGPT is only acting as an assistant. That's it. And in order to get it to do certain things, you have to override it and you have to know how to do that. Right. And then Dustin came in and talked to us about that and how to create personas. But he's the founder of Magi, MAGAI. If you go to jumpconsulting.net/MAGAI, Magi, like magic artificial intelligence. That's how he came up with that name. And with Magi, it's kind of like ChatGPT on steroids, but it's not just ChatGPT. It's also this other language called Claude, which I prefer Claude to ChatGPT. And then you can also select what kind of persona. So, hey, let me give you an example. One of our members, we kind of did this real time in the training with Dustin, and then one of our members did it, and she got so many views on this video, but she did a rap. She had the rapper persona make a rap as a dog about how sad he is that the kids are going back to school and he wants a dog walker. You guys, it's amazing. And then we figured out how to create a dog that looked like a rapper and had AI create that image. Guys, this stuff is powerful and it takes minutes, not hours, minutes. And it's just amazing. And it's creative and it's beautiful. And people are like, what do I do on social? What should I put on there? Or, kids are going back to school. And, while the burnt out, overwhelmed, not high level thinking pet sitters posting, back to school is coming. Don't forget to book your dog walk. These other pet sitters are entertaining and delighting on social media, which that's what social media is. It is not an advertising. It is not a place for you to say, hey, buy my dog walks. It's a place that people go to be entertained and to mentally check out of their life for a minute. So you have to be interesting. All right. And so it's really funny because people have also been using it like with their Jazz HR, all of the front loading that we do, all of the emails and the questions that we ask people. And they've been taking that and putting it into ChatGPT using the human resources persona and not ChatGPT. I'm sorry, using Magi. That's why Magi is amazing. It's only $9 a month, you guys, $9. You can afford it. It's month to month. Try it. I dare you. Again, jumpconsulting.net/Magi, MAGAI. Yes, that's my affiliate link, but I get like $1.80 when you sign up. So it's not really that big of a deal to me, but I want to show Dustin that I'm helping him because I love that thing. That's the honest to God's truth. And so many of my clients have already started using it too. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So they have taken all of their stuff that they've front loaded for their interview processes and their different emails that go back and forth on the Jazz HR automated system where you get 50% off with Bella. And they have had the HR person, the persona, rewrite it for them or come up with even better questions that are pointed at exactly what they're looking for. So, hey, I'm looking to get a question to find out if this potential pet sitting hire is really good at attention to detail. What are 3 questions, open-ended questions I should ask them, right? And they get it. They've also taken their workflows and put them in there and said, what am I missing? They've taken their websites and put that in there. Now, ChatGPT can't read websites. Magi can. Another bonus. And said, okay, what is my message on my website right now? Like, what are you reading? And